Well, you know, for example, I learned to be able to say, for instance, any conversation I had with my 4 sons, I have wonderful sons, they're all different,
Yeah.
all functioning. I never end a conversation without saying, I love you.
Yes.
And I noticed that all my sons, especially Michael, I always say, I love you, Dad. And you know, you think if that's the last thing they might hear from you, it's not a bad thing to be said. You see, my father never could say that, you know.
Different time, different circumstance.
Of course, of course.
How much of him is in you?
Half.
No, it's more. It's more than that. I mean,
Well,
come on.
it is and is. I love my father, and I want to give my mother some credit too,
Right.
who is not as well known, Diana, who
They were
I
divorced
adore
6 years after you were born.
Yes, that's correct.
And you
So-
moved back to Connecticut.
with them, right? And so she's a large part. But what do I mean, for my father, I think that the tenacity and stamina, an analytical ability, a kind of a quest, a drive, a quest, a searching ability, a loner quality, being an independent. He was an independent producer as well. He's working very hard on trying for me to gain his sense of the Talmud and the faith.
Yes.
You know, he's been studying very hard the last few years on the Old Testament with a rabbi, and has brought him tremendous, really value to his life. And this new book he has called Climbing the Mountain coming out is quite amazing. And for a lot of people who have retired and start withering away, it's something to watch. My dad, who's on his 5th book since he was 70 years old, just finished his 5th novel, plus a couple of children's stories, that he's still growing as a person. But my mother is
Yes.
Protestant.
Yeah.
And I've tried to explain to Dad that that's an issue for a lot of people in his faith.